If true, this changes absolutely everything about the New York Yankees and Toronto Blue Jays series that has Yankee fans absolutely furious and diving very deep into what would be one of the biggest scandals we have seen in recent memory, with multiple people speaking out, including Max Fried, on this situation. And we're going to jump right into it, break down everything there is to go over on the New York Yankees and Toronto Blue Jays with this situation, describe what the situation is, the likelihood that we're actually witnessing this, and a lot more as well, before we head into game 3 of this ALDS, where the Yankees are on the ropes, they're covering up, and they got to start swinging back or this thing is gonna get stopped. But guys, let's jump right into the video as we always do. But real quick, if you're part of that 74% that's not subscribed to Yankees Digest, make sure to subscribe for daily New York Yankees updates. Obviously, things aren't looking good in the ALDS right now, but we are not going to stop making videos and having fun on this channel, no matter what part of the year it is in baseball. We are out here, we're on that grind, and that grind is never slowing down. But let's jump right into it, guys. There's a lot to discuss around the New York Yankees right now. As we know, things have just went bad for Aaron Boone's ball club throughout this ALDS. They're down 0-2. The Yankees, though having come back from this before in 2017, it's been a very long time now that we've seen them return from a loss like this, from a situation like this, and things are definitely very scary right now, because it felt like all year long the Yankees were so able to beat the Toronto Blue Jays, and on paper they should be beating the Blue Jays, but have gotten blown out in the first 2 games, games that were in Toronto. And now with the Yankees officially on the ropes, fans are absolutely furious at a situation that there is some actual legs to. And let's just jump right in and break down exactly what that is, as many fans think the Toronto Blue Jays are finding a way to cheat in this ALDS series based off the way they are hitting the ball at home. There's almost no strikeouts for the Blue Jays whatsoever. They're not striking out at all. They've just been incredibly perfect at the plate. I mean, Vladimir Guerrero is on an absolute heater that doesn't make sense. And with the hotel even being in the Blue Jays center field, many think that it is rigged with cameras, or that there is some sort of way that the Blue Jays are rigging this so they understand exactly what pitches the Yankees are going to be throwing. Similar, very similar, basically the same thing as exactly what the Houston Astros did to the Yankees all those years ago when the Astros eliminated them. And now we are seeing this situation happen once again. Now, famous streamer Los Pollos TV did mention that he said, "Not even joking, MLB, please investigate the Toronto Blue Jays organization. This has another Astros incident written all over it. This doesn't even make sense. This is fishy. They're more than likely cheating." And someone responds, "The Yankees just suck, bro," to what he says in response to that. How? They have the same record as them. This is suspicious, which, I mean, in fairness, it is very weird the way the Toronto Blue Jays are hitting absolutely everything. It's, you know, it's possible that it's a heater. Like, there's no doubt about it. Teams get hot. It wouldn't be the most shocking thing in the world. But a Blue Jays team that was not hot at all heading into the playoffs, and a Yankees team that was scorching, this is pretty surprising to see them just get rocked around by the Blue Jays up to this point, no doubt about it. As Q's Hoops fan said in Yankees Empire, the Twitter group, he said, "I truthfully believe the Blue Jays are cheating somehow at home. 54-27 at home and 40-41 on the road during the regular season. They don't make any mistakes at the plate," which, again, he's not wrong about. At home, the Blue Jays are very, very limited on the mistakes they make. Something that definitely is pretty interesting when you consider everything surrounding this team. That doesn't exactly, when you look at all their numbers and all their hitters, it's not like it's some ball club that's known for being elite at hitting. Yeah, George Springer is excellent. Yeah, I mean, Bo Bichette, who's not playing in this series, is a phenomenal contact hitter. Vladdy's an excellent hitter. I'm not saying this stuff isn't true, but it is a little bit suspicious, and I do agree. And, I mean, again, someone quote tweeted Lois by saying, MLB scapegoated the Astros to preserve the integrity of the league as a whole, causing irreparable damage to itself in the process. My lawyer says this is my opinion. So we're seeing all this stuff go down, as now we're like, all right, well, is there cheating everywhere, or are people just quick to mention that because the Yankees are getting blown out? Well, the Yankees, they didn't hit against the Red Sox either, which is the counterpoint to make. And the Blue Jays, as mentioned by Earl Simmons, Yankees fan Earl, he said, "The Blue Jays have a hotel in center field and could easily hide cameras there to steal signs. It's very obvious what's happening here." Now, not everyone is going out there and agreeing with this for sure. Now, Max Fried, who's a phenomenal pitcher, went out there and had a terrible game against the Astros, and he even spoke on it by saying, "They put up good at-bats against us all year. That's a good ball club. They don't strike out, and they put the ball in play, and they play very good defense. They're playing their game, and they've had a good series thus far." So Fried isn't really bought into this situation. It sounds like Max Fried is more thinking more than anything, damn, I should be playing better. I should be able to be going out here and beating this team. And what's happening? I'm not doing that. I didn't do that. I failed my job today. This is absolutely brutal. We might get eliminated because of this. If there is a game 5, I have to be better, is effectively the way that he's thinking about this. Doesn't feel like Max Fried is thinking of cheating. Not that even if he did, he wouldn't say it, because that's just such a terrible look for him and the Yankees players. It's like, oh, well, we're losing because they're cheaters. Like, obviously he's not going to do that. Nobody is, because it's just not the way that you go about things as a professional athlete in the interviews. Even if let's say the Blue Jays are cheating. Just for argument's sake, let's say for this exercise the Blue Jays are cheating. And then the Yankees players get asked about it. You think they're going to be like, no wonder we lost. This is BS. No, they're going to be like, well, we should have found a way to be better anyway. We shouldn't have been letting them cheat. We should have been less obvious. We should have done this. We should have done that. We should have done the other thing. It's still the players, specifically guys like Aaron Judge, the guys who are going to be asked about this most, are going to be like, nope, we should have found a way to do things better. Now, they might, whoever it is, whether it's Judge or someone else, might leave a bit of a slighting comment. I mean, when Aaron Judge had a home run off the Astros, similar to when when Jose Altuve was like, don't pull my jersey off, and people were like, what's under that jersey that he's so nervous about, don't pull it off? When Aaron Judge mocked them and just went like this a little bit to them, like, there might be a situation like that, but at the end of the day, the players aren't going to go out there and say it's cheating. It's just not how professional athletes work. It's not how the competitive fire works. But Cole is King did say, if the Blue Jays don't score 10 runs on Tuesday in New York, they are definitely cheating. Just look at their record on the road. I'm obviously not convinced by that, and this is obviously an exaggeration. Carlos Rodon is pitching tonight. Carlos Rodon's an excellent pitcher. There's a world where he just shuts them down because he feels like it, because he's excellent. He's an all-star for a reason. Like, that's all possible. The Yankees, they need to win this game, because if they don't, they get eliminated. Rodon is a guy who you trust in that situation to go out there and deal. Also, I'm going to be at the game, so if you see this ugly face, feel free to come say hi. I'll be with my buddy. He's a cool dude as well. Come say hi. But not the point. Just real quick, wanted to mention that in case you're going to go to the game and you want to say hi to me. If you don't, that's fine. If you see me and you don't want to say hi, just, I don't know, ignore me, I guess. I don't care. Like, but not the point. The point is, the Blue Jays, look, if they play atrociously and start swinging and missing at everything, yeah, it's a bit fishy. It's also Carlos Rodon's one of the best strikeout pitchers in the league and the best strikeout pitcher on the Yankees. So there's that. Or maybe second to Cam Schlittler now. But, like, at the same time, it's one of these things where it's like, okay, maybe it gets a little bit weird if the Blue Jays keep striking out today and tomorrow in New York. Then it gets a little strange. But up until that point, I'm not ready to call this thing cheating whatsoever. And Blue Jays fans, they have been quick to obviously defend their team, because why would they not? Say the crybabies always need an excuse. F that entire fan base. Reminds me of the Houston Astros in 2017. So kind of taking the Yankee side on that. So imagine losing so badly you start making conspiracy theories. And then to that, a response is, imagine being a sub-500 team on the road and hitting the majority of your home runs at home. 104 at home and 200 less at bats, and 87 on the road, 200 more at bats. Last year they were 80 at home and 76 on the road, with an only 80 bat difference between home and away. What changed? So again, there's real arguments to this situation, but I sort of do not think that it's cheating. And neither does Michael Kay, who I know fans can be split on at points, but he's right here. He says, if you think something weird is going on in Toronto, prove it or shut up. If you have proof something fishy is going on over there, show us or shut up. Play better, because that's unfair to Toronto, who have outplayed you all season. And frankly, no part of Michael Kay is wrong. The Yankees have been outplayed by the Toronto Blue Jays all season long. That's the reason why they're losing this series. Yeah, they're not hitting. They haven't been hitting in the playoffs for my lifetime. So when we consider that, it is something to be very aware of. I also think that maybe something is going on. Sign stealing is very prominent in baseball, always has been. So maybe I'm not doubt if it comes out that the Blue Jays were cheating, not surprised. Tell me to put money on it, I'm betting the Blue Jays aren't cheating, that the Yankees are just sucking it up right now. That's my guess, because I'm really, really used to this Yankee team just absolutely just at the worst times just sucking. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to talk about this more, obviously, after this game, depending on what happens. Guys, thank you so much for watching Yankees Digest. If the Yankees do lose tonight, this is the last video I'm making for this season. This would be my second full season covering the New York Yankees on Yankees Digest. If you've been here for how long, whether this is the first video you're seeing or you've seen all the videos dating back to the really old days of the channel, thank you so much for your support. It means the entire world to me. I absolutely love doing this. I love covering the Yankees. I will not ever stop doing this. as long as I'm breathing, Yankees Digest is going to be around. It's not going anywhere. You'll still be seeing this ugly face on daily basis, especially over the weekdays, sometimes over the weekends. I'm over, but sorry, excuse me. But for the most part, you're always going to see me on this channel having a great time. I'm going to keep smiling. I'm going to keep having fun. I'm an optimistic fan. I talk about this on Knicks Digest as well. I'm an optimistic fan. I talk about this on Jets Digest as well. And no, I'm not optimistic about the Jets. I can't even lie about that. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in all season long. I don't think this is the end for the Yankees. I do think they're going to win in Game 3 tonight. I'm going to go there. I'm hoping I'll see a Yankees win. I'm hoping I'll get to drunkenly sing New York, New York one more time. I really do hope it, and I do believe it. I don't think the Yankees are done yet. I think they're going to be able to win this game, and if they win this game at home, they then go in there, have Cam Schlittler pitch. If Schlittler can just throw another beautiful game, doesn't have to be what he did against the Red Sox, just have a great game like we know he can because he's an excellent pitcher. All of a sudden, it's 2-2. The Yankees are going back to Toronto. There's always hope in a one-off game. Even if a team's stealing signs, you are able to win one game. So it's a matter of that. It's a matter of fact that the Yankees absolutely can go out there and do this, and I'm going to keep believing. Thank you so much for watching. This is a long-ass outro that nobody needs, so I'm going to leave. Subscribe. Or, I mean, don't, but subscribe. Do me a favor.